Are you seeing some behavior patterns at home that you don't love? You are right to pay attention to those. How we speak to each other at home matters. Often parents write to me and say things like, I hear from other people how great my kid is, but at home they're difficult, talk back, and don't show me respect. Should I worry about that or let it go? I completely understand why a parent might let it go at home. First of all, we're told from the time our kids are little that they often hang on to good behavior in public, and then if they lose it at home, it's because that's their safe place where they feel comfortable. And that's true. Kids do often feel safer letting out their more difficult emotions at home, and that's because you've helped them know that they are loved no matter what. But letting out your difficult emotions and speaking disrespectfully are not the same thing. Kids can and should learn to express everything they're feeling without feeling comfortable hurting others in the process. Secondly, and related, as parents, we often see behind our kids' bad behavior. We see the eye roll or hear the back talk and think, she's still upset about that fight with her friend, or he's so stressed about school. But I want to caution you. Just because you understand why your child behaves poorly in a situation doesn't mean you should excuse them from the consequences of behaving that way. You can, and this is important, you can have empathy for your child without changing your rules. As a matter of fact, you absolutely should have empathy for your child. And you absolutely should not change your rules about how he or she may speak to the members of your family. Lastly, we have this idea that we have to treat strangers with a lot of respect, but it's okay to let it all hang out with our family. I'd argue that it's good to treat strangers well, but that we should treat our family even better. One of the 10 Commandments is to honor our fathers and mothers, but that is not intuitive for kids. We need to teach them what that respect looks like, because it's our family relationships that we look to recreate throughout our lives, and we want our kids to grow and have partners and children who treat them with respect. Okay, let's talk specifics about how you change these behaviors. It's a truth of human interaction that you can't change somebody else. But it's a truth of parenting that you don't have to change your child, you just have to change your reaction to your child. This can be enough to make them work on changing themselves. I'll show you what I mean. Think about first the behavior of theirs that you want to change. Let's take eye rolling, for example, because I can't stand that. Then, think about what you do when you see that behavior. Do you yell? Do you ignore it? Do you get drawn into an argument about whatever they're disrespecting or dismissing? Now, decide what behavior you would find acceptable and respectful in place of the eye roll. This is important because it's not enough to tell a child what you don't want them to do. You have to give them some guidance about what to do when they feel that way that would be respectful communication. So in this case, you might decide that they could say calmly, I disagree. Next, you need to explain this change to your child. In a conversation, or even better yet, a whole family meeting, you sit down and you ask everyone's reactions to eye rolling. Can anyone see why this could feel disrespectful to some people? They don't have to agree. It's just a good place to start this conversation. Explain that this is a change you all need to make in order to help everyone at home feel respected. Then, explain the new behavior that you want to have replace the old behavior. As far as consequences go, you can either decide for your family or with them, but be clear what the consequences of the new behavior will be. For example, entering into a respectful conversation about whatever made the person say, I disagree, and what the consequences of the old behavior will be. That might be one reminder to try the new behavior, but it also needs to include a reaction that will not be comfortable for your child. Like, for example, getting grounded from time with his friends until he can learn to show family more respect. It's really important to note that this new rule is for your whole family. So if you want to eliminate eye rolling, you don't get to roll your eyes at anyone in the family anymore either. That's hard, I know, but the lesson here is that respectful communication matters. There are some things in the family, like having a glass of wine or having different bedtimes for different aged people in your home, that change depending on who it is in your family. But speaking respectfully is a responsibility of everyone in the family equally. I want to talk a little bit about sarcasm, though, because this is a thornier topic. Some people and families use sarcasm as a form of bonding and joking around, and some people are bothered or hurt by sarcasm, while some really enjoy it. The adult or adults in your home are going to have to decide if sarcasm works in your family to bring you all closer together, or if it's leaving someone feeling hurt or disrespected. It has to work for everyone. The issue parents complain to me most about is when their child or teen acts bratty or entitled. Correcting these smaller behaviors will help prevent entitled behavior. So, to recap, make your expectations clear about respectful communication. Tie the fulfillment of your expectations to the continuation of your child's privileges. Be really specific and hold yourself to the same standards you're setting for your kids.